Fluorescent lights in the lecture hall. I'm staring at your empty chair against the wall. You're checking your watch, you got places to be, but none of those minutes are ever for me. I'm a footnote in your textbook, a coffee on the fly, just a temporary stop while you're reaching for the sky. You give me the scraps and call it a feast, while I'm dying for a love that's consistent at least. I'm scheduled in between your dreams and your fears, but I'm the only one drowning in these campus tears. 'Cause I'm just your part-time lover underneath the covers of a Saturday night, but I'm a full-time grief in the morning light. When you're out of sight, you're clocking for the magic, then you resign, leaving me to pay for a heart that was never mine. Yeah, it's a part-time spark, but a full-time fire. I'm a professional at losing what I desire. We walk through the quad, but we don't hold hands. I'm a secret you keep from your graduate plans. You say you're too busy, your thesis is long, but you've got time to be right while you're doing me wrong. I'm the draft you won't finish, the page you won't turn, just a lesson in heartbreak I didn't wanna learn. You're building a future that doesn't have my name, while I'm stuck in this hallway playing your game. You get the best of me, then you walk out the door, while I'm left on the floor wanting more. 'Cause I'm just your part-time lover underneath the covers of a Saturday night, but I'm a full-time grief in the morning light. When you're out of sight, you're clocking for the magic, then you resign, leaving me to pay for a heart that was never mine. The semester is ending, the leaves are all brown. You're moving on up, and I'm just breaking down. A part-time lover, a full-time ghost, loving you the least when I needed you the most. The drywall is thin, just a sheet of regret between the life I'm living and the one I can't forget. I hear your floorboards creak like they did back then, but you're laughing with him, not counting to 10. I'm staring at the study lamp, its yellow light is cold, watching a new story in the shadows unfold. It's just noise in the next room, a muffled design of a future you're building that isn't mine. I hear the clink of the glasses, the low hum of the bass, but I'm just a ghost in this shared living space. Every whisper is shrapnel, every soundtrack to my own isolation. Maybe I should pack my bags, maybe I should break the lease. Anything to find a little moment of peace. But I'm paralyzed here, listening for a name, hoping you'll call for me and end this cruel game. But the music just gets louder and the lights go down low, and I'm the only person with nowhere to go. Just noise in the next room fading away into the echo of a yesterday. The house party's over, the keg is tapped out, and I'm wondering how it's filled with longing and doubt. I see a red solo cup left on the windowsill, while the rest of the world is finally standing still. We used to toast to the egg greats and the Friday nights. Now I'm just shadow boxing under the kitchen lights. It's just plastic cups and real tears tonight, watching our university fire lose its light. The cheap champagne is all gone flat. How do we walk away from a love like that? I'm cleaning up the confetti and the broken glass, just another casualty of a senior class. There's a Sharpie stain on the coffee tabletop, where we wrote out a bucket list we couldn't stop. Move to the city, get a dog, travel the world. Now those plans are just paper getting tossed and swirled. I'm pouring the leftovers down the drain, trying to dilute the weight of the pain. The DJ left an hour ago, the speakers are mute, and I'm standing here in my graduation suit. The celebration's finished, the guests are all gone, and I'm left to face the music at the break of dawn. So leave the mess for the landlord to find. I'm leaving the best of me right here behind. Plastic cups in the trash, a heart in the bin. I guess this is where the real world begins. The streetlights are humming a low, lonely tune under a waning crescent of a campus moon. I'm walking the perimeter of the science hall, where we used to lean against the brick red wall. Now the library clock is striking the hour that's lighting up the entire frame. It's an ad for the future, for the corporate life. A digital blade cutting through me like a knife. You're smiling at the traffic from 50 feet high, while I'm down in the shadows, just wishing I could die. Sometime around midnight, the colors all bleed into the one version of you I no longer need. Ooh, of the mooders are speeding to a home somewhere, unaware of the ghost hanging up in the air. We used to share a 20-cent ramen cup. Now you're the image that I have to look up. I'm standing on the shoulder of the interstate, trying to negotiate with a bitter fate. Is that your actual laugh, or just Photoshop grace? A perfectly rendered and heartless face. I'm screaming at the scaffolding. Was I just a phase, while the LEDs flicker in a neon haze? The timer clicks over, the ad starts to change to a new destination, something cold and strange. But I'm still parked here, watching the static and move. Sometime around midnight, with nowhere to go. I saw the Instagram story, the one you didn't hide. A different face, a different campus, a different kind of pride. You're sitting in the coffee shop where we used to study late, but you're looking at him like he's a twist of fate. He's wearing your university hoodie, the one I used to wear. And he's running his fingers through your tangled hair. So tell me, is he your new best friend, the one who replaced me? Does he know the GPA of your heart, or how you used to be? Does he walk you to the lecture hall when the sky turns gray? Or is he just a placeholder for the words you couldn't say? It's a bitter lesson in the science of us, to see you trading gold for a cloud of dust. He probably doesn't know about our park bench by the lake, or the final exams where we felt our futures ache. He hasn't seen the Polaroids taped inside your door. He doesn't know the history of what came before. You're rebranding your life, starting over brand new, but I'm still the prerequisite that got you through. Though I could guide you. Is he better at listening? Is he better at being there? Does he handle your anxiety with a little more care? I'm a graduate of your love, but I'm still stuck in the past, watching you build a future that was never meant to last. So go ahead and tag him, let the whole world see that you found a new major, and it isn't me. just an alumnus of a heart that was once your home, while you're out there with your new best friend. And I'm just a the sticky floors and the smell of cheap beer. I came for a drink to make the memories disappear, but through the haze of the crowd and the neon blue, I saw a shadow that looked exactly like you. You were leaning on the mahogany bar, tracing the edge of a scratched guitar. I spotted you at the pub through the clinking of glass, a ghost from the back of my philosophy class. You were laughing with strangers, pine in your hand, while I was sinking like shifting sand. One look at your face and the semesters came back. Now my heart's off the rails on a broken track. The jukebox was playing that song from the formal, back when our love felt so perfectly normal. I almost walked over, I almost said hey, but I saw how your body language pointed away. You got a new circle, a new life, a new name, and I'm just a relic of a university flame. I paid my tab and I slipped out the door. Couldn't stand to be invisible anymore. The streetlights are blurring and the night air is cold, watching our story grow bitter and old. So drink to the future and toast to the degree. Just don't look at the corner where you used to see me. I spotted you tonight, but I'm leaving you there in the smoke and the noise and the empty room stare. I found that old Spotify playlist we made, the one for the road trips and the summer parade. It's buried under podcasts and lo-fi beats, back when we owned these university streets. Now the algorithm is trying to be kind, but it keeps bringing echoes of you to my mind. It's the song we used to know, the one we used to sing before the winter took away our everything. It's a minor chord now, a shaking of the head, a melody drowning in shifting sand. I'm humming the chorus to be, where we'd slow dance in place. In the laundry room light, I'd memorize your face. Now I skip the track before the hook even starts, because lyrics are shrapnel for broken hearts. The volume is up, but the house is so quiet. A silent movie and a heartbreak riot. Did you delete the link? Did you clear the cache? Or did you burn the bridge and leave only ash? I'm still on repeat, I'm still in the loop, the loneliest member of our two-person group. So put on your headphones, let the static take hold. The greatest hits of us are turning to gold. It's a beautiful ride, it's a radio show, but I'm tuning out the song we used to know. I was pre-med and you were fine arts, learning the anatomy of our breaking hearts. We spent our electives tangled in sheets, ignoring the noise of the campus street. But the syllabus changed when the semester grew old, and the warmth of our coffee started turning so cold. Now I'm changing majors and I'm changing hearts, tearing the textbooks and the future apart. I'm dropping the course on how to be yours while you're walking through different university doors. It's a hard requirement that I didn't sign for, to love you and then not to see you no more. I'm transferring credits to a life without us, watching our memories fade in the dust. I studied your body language like it was a test, but I failed the part where you said it's for the best. Now you're majoring in distance and I'm minoring in grief, looking for scholarships to find some relief. There's no office hours for a soul that's in pain, no extra credit to make you remain. I'm withdrawing from everything used to be, a unilateral decision made solely by thee. So walk to your commencement, hold your head high. I'm the prerequisite for your latest goodbye. The major is different, the degree is brand new, but I'll always be failing the subject of you. Academic calendars counting down the days, and the library stacks we're lost in a haze. But we aren't studying for the final exam. just two people caught in a traffic jam of goodbye. Your highlights neon, but my world is gray as the spring semester slowly slips away. It's the final semester of holding your hand, a castle of cards built on shifting sand. We're passing our classes but failing the heart, knowing the commencement is where we must part. The credits are earned, the GPA is set, but I'm graduating with a lifetime of regret. We're packing up posters from the concrete walls, leaving our echoes in the residence halls. You've got an offer letter from a coast far away, and I've got a suitcase and nothing to say. The singing sunset is starting to bleed into the one departure I didn't wanna need. Ooh. One more coffee at the place on the corner. I'm a graduate now, but I feel like a mourner. They're playing the anthem, they're calling our names, but the fire we started is dying in flames. So toss your tassel from the right to the left, leave me here in this quiet bereavement. The final semester is over and done, and I'm the only lesson that you've outrun. I see your face on the LinkedIn feed, glowing and bright while I'm staring at the neon signs in the middle of the night. You were the valedictorian of my every thought. Now I'm just a ghost in the commencement you forgot. I'm back at the quad where we swore we'd be true, but the billboard above me doesn't mention you. Now I'm dancing on my own billboard, high above the street, trying to find a rhythm to the breaking of my heartbeat. I'm the headliner of a tragedy, a star in a lonely show, watching the city lights from the valley down below. You've got your big city dreams and your corporate tie, while I'm dancing on a billboard under an empty sky. The Alumni Association keeps calling my name, but without you in the picture, it all feels so tame. I used to be your backup singer, your shadow, your light. Now I'm just a glitch in the digital display tonight. I'm most likely to succeed in the yearbook we signed, but I'm failing the test of leaving you behind. If the coders look up, will they see the tears in my eyes, or just the advertisement for a life full of lies? I'm projecting my sadness in 4K resolution, searching for a closure that has no solution. So keep your promotion and your high-rise view. I'll stay here on the scaffolding, still waiting for you. Just a one-man show on a lonely highway route, dancing on my billboard until the lights go out. The train tracks hum a heavy rhythm, rhythm is my heart. I'm watching every station pull our world further apart. I've got my textbooks on my lap, but I can't read a line. Thinking about the weekends when your hand was held in mine. Now the window's just a blur of gray, and campus trees in bloom, while I'm riding toward the silence of a cold and empty room. I used to love the distance, cause it led me straight to you. Now the miles are just a wall that I can't quite break through. It's the commute to the ending, the commute to goodbye, underneath a faded sun and a heavy purple sky. I'm traveling the same old route, but if the destination's gone, counting down the signal lights until the break of dawn. Every stop is just a memory of a girl I used to know. I'm on the train to nowhere, cause you told me I should go. The ticket in my pocket feels like lead inside my coat. I'm choking on the stay with me that's stuck inside my throat. I see a couple in the corner laughing at a joke, reminding me of all the fire that turned to bitter smoke. The conductor calls the station name, the one we first met, but I'm staring at the floorboards trying to forget. The wheels keep on spinning, but I'm standing perfectly still, losing all the power, losing all the will. I'd pull the emergency brake if I thought it'd bring you back, but I'm just a lonely passenger on a one-way track. The commute to the ending, the commute to goodbye, underneath the faded sun and a heavy purple sky. I'm traveling the same old route, but the destination's gone, counting down the signal lights until the break of dawn. Every stop is just a memory of a girl I used to know. On the train to nowhere, cause you told me I should go. Mind the gap between the life we had and the one I'm living now. Doors are closing, I'm going home. Final stop, goodbye. with cardboard boxes, taped up tight and cold. Everything we bought together now feels so old. I found your favorite coffee mug behind the bedroom door, the one you said was ours, but we don't live here anymore. I'm checking every corner, every shadow, every shelf, but I'm mostly looking for the piece I lost of my own self. The landlord's coming at 11 to take back every key. I'm handing him the 4 years that you took away from me. I'm moving out of this apartment, moving on from us, turning all these home memories into highway dust. I'm loading up the trailer with the ghosts of who we were, searching for a miracle that isn't gonna occur. The engine's running in the drive, the sky is turning gray. I'm moving out, but I'm moving on the hardest way. The marks upon the door frame where we measured out our height are the only things I'm leaving in the quiet of the night. You've already got a new place with a view of different streets, and I'm just trying to remember how a heart properly beats. It's funny how 1,000 days can fit inside a truck. I'm leaving all the I love yous and all the out of luck. Don't check the rear view mirror, don't look at the empty room where the flowers that we planted have forgotten how to bloom. Just keep the tires spinning till the campus fades from view, until I find a version of my life that don't include you. I'm moving out of this apartment, moving on from us, turning all these home memories into highway dust. I'm loading up the trailer with the ghost of who we were, searching for a miracle that isn't gonna occur. The engine's running in the drive, the sky is turning gray. I'm moving out, but I'm moving on the hardest way. Keys on the counter, footsteps on the stairs. The silence is the only thing that this empty building shares. I'm moving out, God, I'm moving on. Now I'm in past the campus where the highway meets the hill. The radio is humming, but the world is standing still. I see your face up on the ridge, a giant painted light, advertising a perfect life beneath the gray blue sky. It's just a billboard for a brand, a model in the light, but she's wearing that same silver ring you wore every night. The rain is coming down so hard, the dirt begins to move, like the ground we built our love upon had nothing left to prove. And it's a landslide billboard crash into the street. The index of our forever is tangled at my feet. I watch the mountain crumble, I watch the metal tear, just like the way you left me, gasping for the air. My soul is face down in the mud and the clay. The landslide took the billboard, and you took the rest away. Used to park beneath that sign and talk about our dreams. Now the structural integrity is coming at the seams. The university is quiet, term is finally through, but I'm stuck in the wreckage of a memory of you. They'll send a crew to clear the road, to haul the scrap aside, but they can't fix the part of me that broke during the slide. 1 minute we were solid, a monument of stone. The next I'm in the debris, standing all alone. Gravity's a cruel thing when you've fallen quite this far. Looking for a sign of us in the ruins of a god. It's a landslide billboard crashing to the street. The image of our forever tangled at my feet. I watch the mountain crumble, I watch the metal tear, just like the way you left me, gasping for the air. Now your smile is face down in the mud and the clay. The landslide took the billboard, and you took the rest away. Yellow tape around the seat, a mess of red and white and green. The sign is gone, the road is closed, and I'm the only ghost that stayed exposed. Just a landslide billboard. I'm driving past the campus. I'm standing in the mirror, adjusting this black silk. My skin is pale as winter, my heart is thin as milk. The stadium is filling up with families and pride, but I'm just trying to keep the ghost of us stuck deep inside. I found it in the lining of the cap I have to wear, a Polaroid of freshman year when we were still a pair. The gloss is peeling at the edge, the color's starting to fade, just like every single promise that we ever made. Now you're just a picture dangling from a tassel in the wind, a little piece of heaven where the wreckage all began. I'll walk across that wooden stage and take that rolled up prize, while hiding all the could-have-beens behind my heavy eyes. They say this is the moment when my real life finally starts, but I'm graduating solo with a picture in 2 parts. The valedictorian is talking about the bright and bold, but I'm just feeling empty and I'm just feeling old. I remember when we joked about our names on the program. Now I'm just a stranger in a crowd who doesn't give a damn. I'll flip the string from right to left, a symbolic little move, but it won't change the hollow way. I still have things to prove. When the mortarboards go flying up like birds against the blue, I'll be the only one who's reaching out to catch the ghost of you. I'll tuck you in my pocket when the ceremony's through, because I can't face the after if I'm not carrying you and you. Now you're just a picture dangling from my tassel in the wind, A little piece of heaven where the wreckage all began. Now you're just a picture dangling from my tassel in the wind. A little piece of heaven where the wreckage all began. I'll walk across that wooden stage and take that rolled up prize, while hiding all the could-have-beens behind my heavy eyes. They say this is the moment when my real life finally starts, but I'm graduating solo with a picture in 2 parts. Smile for the camera, toss the hat. That's the end of the chapter, and that is that. Just a picture in the tassel, falling on the grass. Waking up to coffee, you're winding down with wine. I'm chasing after morning, you're at the finish line. I check the world clock on my desk, a ritual of pain, to see if your sky's sunny while I'm standing in the rain. We're studying the same books, but 1,000 worlds apart, and no curriculum can fix a geographic heart. I'm reaching for my phone again, but it's 4 a.m. for you. Just another silent hour that I have to struggle through. We're in different time zones, but it's the same old day, counting down the hours for a heart that's bound to break. You're living in tomorrow, I'm stuck in yesterday, watching every I love you slowly drift away. The world keeps spinning faster, pulling at the thread of the same ghost in my heart and the same ghost in my bed. The campus feels like a museum of where we used to be. I walk past our old lecture hall and see a ghost of me. You're talking about the local sights, the streets I've never seen, while I'm just a blurry face upon a glowing laptop screen. I'm proud of where you're going, but I hate where I am led. A scholar of your absence, a master of the theft. They say that absence makes the heart grow fonder for a while, but they don't mention how it feels to forget your lover's smile. To have to schedule intimacy and plan for every spark, until we're just 2 satellites drifting in the dark. We're in different time zones, but it's the same old day, counting down the hours for a heart that's bound to break. You're living in tomorrow, I'm stuck in yesterday, watching every I love you slowly drift away. The world keeps spinning faster, pulling at the thread of the same ghost in my heart and the same ghost in my head. Sun's coming up for me, sun's going down for you. Different times, same shade of blue. Yeah, it's always the same shade of blue. I'm staring at a screen that's glowing, 3 a.m. again, trying to find the girl I love through a digital pen. You're studying in London, I'm in a library in Maine, connected by a fiber wire but separated by the rain. We thought we'd be the exception, the two who'd beat the odds, but distance is a heavy weight and we're just human flaws. The Wi-Fi drops and cuts you off right in the middle of a sigh. It's getting harder every night to look you in the eye. I've got a long distance diploma degree in missing you. I've majored in the silence that we're both walking through. We're masters of the I'll call you back and the static on the line. But I'm failing at the only thing that keeps your heart in mine. Yeah, the miles are getting longer and the spark is getting small. I've got a long distance degree in losing it all. The time zone is a canyon that I can't seem to leap. I'm waking up to find you're already fast asleep. I see your photos at the pub with friends I'll never meet, while I'm walking through our campus on a one-way street. We're learning how to live apart, we're passing every test, but this education experience is killing all the rest. There's no honors for the lonely, no ceremony for the tears, just 1,000 empty FaceTime calls to represent the years. I'd trade this piece of paper for a minute in your arms before the sound of goodbye rings all the campus alarms. I've got a long distance diploma degree in missing you. I've majored in the silence that we're both walking through. We're masters of the I'll call you back and the static on the line. But I'm failing at the only thing that keeps your heart in mine. Yeah, the miles are getting longer and the spark is getting small. I got a long distance degree in losing it all. Look out, shut the lid. I'm an expert, and though we almost did, congratulations to me. I'm officially lonely. We were 18 and fearless, caffeine and neon lights, chasing those midterms through the longest of nights. I thought our story was written in permanent ink, but now I'm standing right here on the edge of the brink. The dorm room is quiet, the laundry is packed. I'm looking for a version of us I can't get back. They say we're so young, we've got time on our side, but they don't see the ocean that's trapped in my eyes. It's a different kind of heavy, a weight in my chest, failing the one heartbreak I couldn't have guessed. The world is wide open, but to 10. Just two more fireflies waiting to burn. Now I'm checking my phone like a phantom limb, while the chance of forever is looking so slim. You're talking about internships and moving out west, while I'm just trying to survive this final test. I trade all the ambition and the future I plan just to stay in the moments where I held your hand. They call this the best years, but they feel like the end. Losing my lover and my best friend. So take your diploma and run toward the light. I'll be the shadow you leave in the night. Yeah, we young and the sky is a beautiful blue, but it's just a big empty space without you. Walked these halls for 4 years, hand in hand. Thought we built our future on morning shift and sand. Now the cap and gown feels heavy, like a shroud. Searching for your eyes among the cheering crowd. But you're looking at the exit, looking at the door, while I'm still memorizing the tiles on the floor. Oh, it's a bitter kind of art, a lonely debris in the science of losing you and the math of just me. We're throwing our tassels, but I'm losing my grip, watching our forever sink like a ghost ship. The lights are going out on the campus green. I'm the ghost of the love that nobody's seen. Pack the Polaroids from the freshman dorm, back when your sweater was the only way to stay warm. Now the maps in our hands going to different states, and see you soon is just the lie that graduation creates. The library's empty, our names carved in wood. I'd stay here forever if I only could. They say it's a beginning, they say we just begun, but how can I move forward when you were my son? The diploma is paper, just ink and a seal. It doesn't say a word about how empty I feel. So walk across the stage, don't look back at the road. On the lesson you learned, and now you have to go. Happy graduation, my love, my regret. You're the only subject I'll never forget. Yeah, I missed the morning seminar. I overleapt the pain. I'm standing at the bus stop, but I'm stepping in the rain. I tried to write a letter, but I couldn't find the ink. I'm spending every credit just to find a way to think. I went to our old table, but I sat in the wrong chair, looking for a ghost that isn't even really there. It feels like everything I do is wrong since you've been gone. I'm singing out a rhythm and I'm waking up at dawn. I'm failing every subject, I'm tripping on the floor. I'm knocking on the window when I should be at the door. The university is spinning and I'm losing every clue, because everything I do is just a way of missing you. I try to make new friends tonight, but I forgot their names. I'm playing all the records that we used to call our claims. I took the long way home just to avoid the library light, but I ended up on your street in the middle of the night. I'm wearing summer clothes while the winter starts to bite. I can't even get the simple things to turn out right. Is there a makeup exam for a heart that skipped a beat, or a map for all these dead ends on this lonely campus street? I'm highlighting the wrong lines in a book I'll never pass, just a shadow of a student in a broken looking glass. It feels like everything I do is wrong since you've been gone. I'm singing out a rhythm and I'm waking up at dawn. I'm failing every subject, I'm tripping on the floor. I'm knocking on the window when I should be at the door. The university is spinning and I'm losing every clue, because everything I do is just a way of missing you. Ooh, everything I do, wrong turn, wrong time, trying to find a reason in a life without a rhyme. I'm still reaching for a hand that isn't there. Everything I do is just a long and lonely prayer. The backpack's heavy, but it's not the books tonight. It's the way the moon is hidden the dorm room light. I'm 21 and feel like I'm 100 years old, in a lecture hall where every story's already been told. We were supposed to be the golden ones on the campus screen, but now I'm just the ghost of the boy I should have been. Oh, the weight of being young is pulling me down to the floor, in a university town that doesn't feel like home anymore. They say these years are fleeting, that we're supposed to fly, but I'm just tracing your initials in a polluted city sky. It's too much heart for a head that's trying to learn, watching every bridge we build slowly start to burn. I see you in the cafeteria, or maybe it's just a dream. I'm losing my perspective, I'm tearing at the seam. I've got a final on Monday and a hole inside my chest. I'm failing every single one of life's little tests. The world is open wide, at least that's what the brochures say, but I can't find the exit from the memory of yesterday. They promise us a future, they promise us the stars, but they don't mention the silence or the empty university bars. I'm carrying but I'm standing still. If the heartbreak doesn't stop me, then the pressure surely will. Just the way of being.